Have you ever wondered how a seemingly ordinary town could become the backdrop for a real life environmental nightmare? Before diving into this gripping tale, a quick reminder, if you enjoy stories like this, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Uh, in a small English town called Corby, a hidden tragedy unfolded, leaving a lasting impact on its residents. The air was tainted with uh, toxic dust, uh, leading to heartbreaking birth defects among local children. Uh, this shocking reality is the focus of the Netflix series Toxic Town, which sheds light on the struggles faced by families caught in this environmental horror. The story begins in 2009 when a civil court linked these birth defects to the careless handling of hazardous waste in Corby. Uh, this landmark case, often compared to the famous Erin Brockovich, was driven by determined mothers seeking justice for their children. Their fight against the local authorities revealed a dark truth that had long been ignored. And as the series unfolds over four emotional episodes, viewers are introduced to the lives of these mothers who navigated a world shrouded in orange dust. Uh, their their experiences in hospitals became all too familiar as they faced surgeries and medical appointments for their surgeries in children. The series draws from the real life accounts of these mothers who later joined a class action lawsuit to seek accountability. Um, One pivotal character, portrayed by Jodie Whittaker, is Susan McIntyre. Uh, Her suspicions were piqued when her child was born with malformed hand. A chance encounter with another mother in the hospital revealed a troubling pattern. A journalist's inquiry about the decontaminated steelworks site in Corby further fueled her concerns, leading to a shocking discovery. Uh, in 1999, journalist Graham Hind reached out to McIntyre, revealing alarming information about children born with limb deformities near the former British steel plant. That, according to the city, his article in the Sunday Times exposed the connection between the landfill waste and these birth defects, igniting a fire of awareness among the community. As the investigation deepened, it became clear that the site, once thought to be cleaned up, was still contaminated with hazardous materials. And pediatrician John Scott's research linked the birth defects to the landfill waste, marking the Corby cluster as a warning sign of a larger issue. Des Collins, a local lawyer, became involved after reading Hind's article. He discovered that other mothers had similar experiences, leading to a class action lawsuit with 19 families joining the fight for justice. Their collected voice became a powerful force against the negligence of the local authorities. Living in Corby was a daily struggle for uh, residents. Um, they recalled murky lakes with hospital-like odors and children playing near bubbling pools of toxic liquid. Uh, the mothers shared their experiences of how the pervasive dust disrupted their lives, with one mother, Tracy Taylor, describing it as a cloud that seemed to follow her everywhere. Taylor's heartbreaking story included the loss of her newborn, who suffered from a malformed ear. But it wasn't that process that you see if you might see if you might be assumed that another mother, Maggie Mahon, also faced challenges as her son was born with a club foot, prompting her to question the connection between the dust and his condition. The legal battle culminated in 2009 when a court found the Corby Borough Council negligent for allowing the spread of contaminated dust. And the judge's ruling emphasized the council's failure to protect a community which had suffered the consequences of their inaction. In 2010, an agreement was reached between the local government and the affected families, though the compensation amount remains confidential. Collins noted that the case serves as a cautionary tale for future land reclamation projects, urging greater awareness of potential hazards. And while the fight for justice was costly and challenging, the mothers behind Toxic Town hope their story resonates with others facing similar struggles. Their motivation was never financial gain, but rather a desire to understand why this tragedy occurred and how to prevent it from happening again. As we reflect on this harrowing tale, it's worth remembering that sometimes the dust settles, but the impact lingers on. After all, if you think about it, the only thing that should be blowing in the wind is a good joke, not toxic dust. With that said, thanks for watching. And until next time,